Walnut trees carpet these mountains from horizon to horizon. This ancient forest has grown to cover a total of 30,000 hectares in southern Kyrgyzstan. Walnuts are the main source of income for the people who live here. The nuts are primarily brought down by young men who climb the trees and shake them out of the branches. There's virtually no alternative here. The trees can grow to 40 meters in height, so it's a risky and occasionally fatal business, but effective. When I'm climbing, I always try to hold a branch in one hand with the other on another branch. Obviously, the higher you go, the more dangerous it gets. With the nuts on the ground, the whole family comes along to pick them up. They've leased the rights to the harvest from the state. The woods are swarming with people during the walnut harvest. The Kyrgyz are traditionally a nomadic people. Furniture is rare here. Everyone sleeps on mats on the ground. I work with my 2 sons and daughter-in-law. In a good year, we get 2 or 3 tons of walnuts, but this year we've barely made 300 kilos. Nonetheless, the markets of Jalalabad are still full of nuts. In the shell, they cost around €2 a kilo. But without the shell, they'll bring €6. So it pays to crack them open. During the Soviet era, the entire nut harvest had to be turned over to the state. These farmers say that's something they don't want to go back to ever again. Here in the foothills of the 7,000-meter-high Tian Shan mountain range, the locals face a different set of problems, though. The walnut forest used to be really dense here, but there's been a lot of deforestation. New trees urgently need to be planted, but grazing herds effectively gobble up the next generation's trees. It will take 30 years for these seedlings to grow to maturity. If there wasn't a fence here, the local livestock would soon be along to graze. You can see that the other side is completely barren. But look at how green and beautiful this is. As nomads, people here aren't very familiar with the concept of fences. But if they can't adapt to them, Kyrgyz walnuts could easily become very scarce.